Riftwalkers Radio is waiting for you.
Just step through the rift
and discover a world of fantasy like you've never heard before. Welcome back, everyone. We're diving into something pretty incredible this time.
Oh, yeah.
Torrey Hart's Mother of Sand. I don't know about you, but...
I've been waiting for this one.
Me too. It's been on my list. We're going deep with excerpts from the book itself.
Straight from the source.
So we can really dig into those themes, characters, and...
all that good stuff.
Yeah, and of course that world-building Hart is known for, gotta say.
What really grabs you?
Yeah, what hits me right away is just how much the setting is like a character.
Oh, totally. Not just a background.
It's this harsh desert world where it's clear survival is a constant.
Yeah, a struggle every day.
And it actually reflects on, like, choices made in the past, consequences.
It's like the environment itself is holding them accountable.
I was going to say, it's almost like holding its breath, waiting. It wasn't always like this, right?
No, it was once this lush coastal area.
Really?
Transformed by a divine curse.
Because of the tribe's actions.
Because of the tribe's actions, paradise lost. Really makes you think about our own world.
Oh, yeah. Makes you stop and think, huh. So you've got these tribes trying to make it in this unforgiving...
having to adapt. Big time.
The Zosoru, for example. They can manipulate sand. Heat.
Sandbenders.
Right. And they can teleport.
It's almost like they've become one with the desert.
Yeah. Because of what they have to do to survive there. Hart calls their abilities Saraku, and it seems tied to both.
Their history and those deities, you know. Yeah. The mother goddess and the sand god.
Yeah, shaping this world, their conflict. So Saraku is like their magic system, specific to this world.
Specific. And the Zaru, they've mastered a certain type of Saraku, obviously.
You know what I find interesting?
What's that?
It's not just about superpowers. It's woven into their entire...
culture. Their buildings, their wars, their rituals.
The coming-of-age rituals, yeah. All tied to the sand.
All tied to the sand.
Okay, so we've got this harsh desert.
A lost paradise.
And a tribe with, let's face it...
awesome powers.
Sand-bending powers. But where do the characters come in?
Well, we've got Ephron, the chief's son. Seems to be at the heart of it all. Chosen by the mother goddess. For a special purpose. He's got a lot on his shoulders.
There's always a but, right?
Struggling to live up to his father's... expectations. It's that classic...
coming of age, but...
but with a supernatural twist.
Yeah, exactly. And then there's his brother, Edla.
Described as gentle.
Interesting.
In this warrior culture. There's a prophecy about him.
Ooh.
About a forbidden act during the sun race.
Forbidden act.
It's their coming-of-age ritual.
Oh, right.
Brutal.
So this is like a ticking time bomb.
Exactly. What is this forbidden act? What are the consequences? What about Ephron, his protector?
We're getting a good sense of the conflict.
Within the tribe.
Yeah, the internal conflicts. But what about outside threats?
The Eagle Empire. Definitely not here to make friends.
I was just thinking that. The excerpts would definitely give me that feeling. So they represent the outside world.
Encroaching.
Yeah, a threat, their ambitions.
Clashing with the Zoro. Their connection to the land.
Their tradition.
Everything.
And then there's Garyon.
A skilled general.
Not your average villain, though, right?
No, not at all. He wants to know more about...
he wants to understand...
the Zoru's powers. He even tries to deceive them.
To get to those secrets. But it's his motivation that makes him interesting.
He's not just power-hungry. Wants to understand the Zosoru, unravel their mysteries.
Genuine curiosity.
Or something more sinister.
Ooh, good question. It makes you think about, you know...
the line between knowledge and exploiting it.
Yeah. Makes you wonder, how's he planning to understand those abilities?
That's where Niyu comes in, Garyon's lover. But she has a secret connection.
To the desert tribes.
And she's got Saraku abilities of her own. Complicated, right?
Hold on. So, a power-hungry general obsessed with magic.
And his lover, who secretly has ties to his,
enemies. This is getting good.
He really is. And Niyu, very independent.
Not gonna just sit back.
Not at all. She already rescued Garyon from prison. Shape-shifting.
Wow. So she's willing to bend the rules.
Defy expectations.
Even for someone she loves. Makes you think about where her loyalties really lie.
Is she with Garyon? Or playing a deeper game?
It's like we're seeing a world that's kind of...
mirroring our own.
Yeah, struggle for power.
Clash of cultures.
Yearning for knowledge. Deeper themes.
And as we go further into Mother of Sand, we'll see those themes play out in surprising ways.
I'm already hooked. What about you?
Oh, absolutely. Let's keep going.
Okay, let's explore more of this world. The deities, their connection to the tribes.
And those prophecies. hinting at a much bigger conflict.
Sounds good to me.
Let's do it.
Okay, so we've talked about this world, the tribes, this looming threat.
But there's another layer.
Yeah.
Those deities.
The mother goddess, the sand god. What more can you tell us?
It's their relationship, you know?
Yeah.
Really gets me thinking.
Oh, yeah.
The mother goddess, she sacrificed her divinity.
To protect the tribes.
To protect them. Selfless act. Makes you wonder.
Did she know what would happen?
Right. Was it out of desperation? And what about the sand god?
Yeah, the excerpts say he initially hated the tribes.
Hated them.
Sent those creatures
Terrifying creatures.
to wipe them out. I wonder if he resents her protection.
Like a sibling rivalry.
On a cosmic scale.
Exactly. Not just good versus evil, you know, it's personal.
Like any family.
Even a divine one.
And that struggle kind of reflects what the tribes are going through.
It does, doesn't it?
Like their conflicts, the power struggles, are
But reflections of this bigger
cosmic conflict.
Maybe they're caught in a divine tug of war.
Oh, wow.
Their destinies tied to these beings.
Okay, so you've got these powerful deities shaping everything.
But what about the characters?
Yeah. I'm really intrigued by Garion. He starts off so ambitious.
Ambitious.
But then there are hints of a change. Why is that?
His capture by the Zoru
changes things.
He goes from exploiter to prisoner.
Forced to see their side.
Walk a mile in their shoes, right?
But is it real? Or just a tactic? He's smart.
Could be a way to gain their trust. To learn more.
From the inside.
Keeps us guessing, right?
It does. And I think Niyu is a big part of that.
She's the bridge.
Between him and the tribes. Shows him their culture.
Their connection to the land. She's not just a damsel, though.
No, not at all.
She's strong, independent, loyal to her people.
Shape-shifting, breaking him out of prison.
She's a force.
It makes you think about expectations placed on women, you know.
Underestimated.
Defined by their relationships with men.
But she breaks free.
Yeah. And her own backstory, losing her home, separated from her father.
It adds depth. Shows that even strong characters
are shaped by their past.
Exactly. Speaking of past shaping characters, what about Ephraim?
Chosen, burdened by those visions.
So insecure.
Compared to Edla.
That struggle makes him relatable.
Doesn't it? Not a born hero.
Just trying to find his place.
In a world that's changing.
And then there's the mystery surrounding Edla.
The forbidden act.
During the sunrise, what could it be? Forbidden by the mother goddess herself.
It's like this shadow hanging over them.
Creates so much tension. We know he can't shed blood, but why?
What does it all mean? Makes me think about destiny.
Avoiding our fate.
Leading us right to it.
What we resist persists. Maybe it's not about violence at all.
Something deeper.
Challenging their whole society.
Bringing us back to that theme.
Tradition versus change.
The clash. It's like Ephraim and Edla represent those sides.
Ephraim embracing his destiny.
Challenging the status quo.
While Edla threatens to unravel everything.
The parents are in the middle of it.
The chief clinging to tradition.
Demanding obedience, strength.
Forcing Ephraim into that duel. He embodies that rigidity.
Sphere of change.
And their mother, protecting Edla, compassion.
They're nurturing. It's this web of relationships.
Struggles, that threat.
Makes this story so good.
It does. And those hidden stones.
Right.
The mother goddess's power. What role do they play?
They seem like more than just power.
Oh.
The possibility of change.
Maybe the key to saving them.
But that prophecy. The day of red crimson.
The deity of darkness.
Is all inevitable.
It keeps us turning the pages. As we go into the final part, we'll explore the climax, the twists.
And that message at the heart of it.
It's going to be good.
We left off with this race against time.
To find those stones.
Right. Hidden remnants of her power.
With that prophecy looming.
It feels like everything's about to...
It's the calm before the storm, really.
And as they get closer, the nature of that deity of darkness starts to
reveal itself.
What could be more threatening than an all-powerful...
It's the darkness within the potential for corruption, you know?
We see that with the chief, right?
Yeah, his rigidity, the harsh treatment.
But it goes deeper.
It does. Remember that duel?
He forced on Ephraim.
He was after the stones.
He wanted that power.
Ultimate power over everything.
Blinded by ambition.
He became what he feared.
That leads to the confrontation.
Right? The climax. Ephraim has to make a choice.
An impossible choice.
The excerpts just say the chief dies. What happens?
Yeah, don't leave me hanging.
Ephraim kills him.
Wow.
To stop him from taking the stones.
To save everyone.
Tragic necessity.
But doesn't that go against the prophecy? The true leader can't have killed.
That's where heart tricks us. The prophecy wasn't about literal blood.
It's about purity.
Not giving in to that temptation.
Power for its own sake.
So who fits that description?
Ephron's taken a life, even if it was to save others. Edla's still.
The answer was there all along.
Really?
Linyu, she's descended from Saraku chiefs.
Wait, so she's royalty?
A queen, basically.
Wow, I missed that detail.
It reframes everything, doesn't it?
It does. She was fulfilling a destiny she didn't know.
It's brilliant.
Okay, so Niyu's the leader. But what happens? The Eagle Empire? Garion?
She doesn't try to conquer them?
No.
Chooses diplomacy. Understanding Garion becomes an advisor.
Oh, interesting.
Bridges the gap.
That's powerful, finding common ground.
And Ephron, he becomes the spiritual leader.
Guided by the mother goddess.
Edla chooses to leave the desert.
Finds his own path.
Bittersweet, but hopeful.
It is. Growth and letting go.
Mother of Sand is more than just fantasy, you know?
It makes you think about leadership, tradition, those tough choices.
What we do when things get hard.
This deep dive has been
amazing.
Incredible. We've uncovered so much.
Hidden meanings, those characters.
It's both fantastical and
relatable.
I think the biggest takeaway is that
we all have that potential for darkness and light.
It's our choices that matter.
What path we choose.
So dive into Mother of Sand yourself.
And discover its power.
Challenge your assumptions. Let your imagination run wild.
Find your own path to a brighter future.
Thanks for joining us, everyone.
Until next time.